Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Edwin Tong, Minister for Culture, Community and Youth, and Second Minister for Law. Professor Ho Peng Ki, Patron of RHD Rajan Menon Foundation. Mr. Tan Chong Huat, Chairman of RHD Rajan Menon Foundation. Mr. Richard Magnus, Chairman of Temasek Foundation CARES. Fellow council members and advisory panel members, various distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and welcome to the official launch of RHD Grace Institute. Many of us are no doubt glued to the US presidential results as it unfolds. Hopefully it marks the end of a tumultuous 4-year term with President Trump in the White House. US foreign policy under any president can have significant impact on the region and on open economies like Singapore. But what stood out in the past 4 years was a string of allegations of improper conduct and questionable ethics. Never before has there been greater scrutiny on the president's business interests and so much accusations of impropriety. But does a country's political leadership reflect the state of its corporate leadership? Singapore enjoys the reputation of clean government, ranked 4th least corrupt country in the world, and the cleanest in Asia. Yet within ASEAN, companies listed on the Singapore Stock Exchange are said to be less transparent in corporate governance issues than some of our regional peers. Indeed, a study published by the Security Investors Association of Singapore and the Center of Governance Institutions and Organizations at the NUS Business School, released recently, placed Singapore 3rd in ASEAN in terms of corporate governance transparency matters behind Malaysia and Thailand. Despite our clean reputations, there have indeed been high-profile cases of Singapore-listed companies facing serious trouble caused by poor management practices and accountability. These incidents have prompted criticisms of companies' governance standards and could have a damaging effect on Singapore's status as a major financial hub. We must continuously seek to improve ourselves or risk falling behind. With the support of Professor Koo Sai Kee, who is patron of RHD Grace Institute, Professor Ho Peng Ki, Mr. Tan Chong Huat, and many other like-minded leaders and professionals committed to our cause, the RHD Grace Institute will be officially launched today as a social enterprise under RHD Rajan Menon Foundation. The Institute seeks to promote ethical behavior, encourage ethical leadership, and grow a community of ethical leaders, professionals, and businesses. Today's launch marks the beginning of a long journey to promote a culture built on the GRACE principles of governance, risk management, anti-money laundering, compliance, and ethics. With your support, we are confident that the RHD Grace Institute will grow as a force in years to come. I would like to thank our distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Edwin Tong, Minister for Culture, Community and Youth, and Second Minister for Law, for joining us at these events today. And we are indeed honored to have the Minister share with us his thoughts on grace during his address, which will be coming up shortly. We are also honored to have Mr. Richard Magnus to give the keynote address for today's forum. And we are also excited to hear the latest insight from our panel of advisors and experts who will discuss ethics in the US presidential elections as part of today's program. Once again, I would like to thank all of you for joining us here today at this launch forum of the Grace Institute. I also like to urge you to check on the app developed by the Institute to share, to connect, and to grow our community of ethical leaders, professionals, and businesses. And we truly appreciate your support and hope that you will join our community to share the best of Grace and bring positive impact for all in the years to come. Thank you.